Okay, I have no idea why it stopped shooting video that time. I was watching it as I was coming down the stairs there, and it just stopped for no reason. So here we go, part 3 of the trip to the Tempe Beach Park. Damn, I got a freaking rock in my sandal. Okay, all better. Yeah, so water knocked that bridge down. The present one, which we're looking at now from the underside, it's been there since '94. Handles a lot of traffic. Take a bit of a shortcut here. Doesn't handle as much traffic as it used to back in '94, because since then there's been the Loop 202 freeway built, and the general infrastructure of this area has changed quite a bit. And there's also been a road diet many years ago put on Mill Avenue, where from Rio Salado Parkway down to up to University, it's only one traffic lane in each direction. But the 101 and 202 were not built at that time, and so yeah, when it opened in '94, it had a lot of traffic on it. So I'm going under it, heading to the historic Mill Avenue Bridge, and there's a lot of people down here, which is a good thing. Someone riding probably with their kid on a bird scooter. Good times. The electric scooter subreddit I'm in just loves to diss people for doing that. Oh, it's deadly, it's unsafe, blah blah blah. And it's not the safest activity, but my daughter Lily and I used to ride like that all the time, and had a great time doing it. So lots of bird scooters here. That's cool. As you can see, there's the flags. And as I was explaining, this memorial that they do every September 11th. I forget what year it started, but it. Oh, I hear the bagpipes. There's a flag for every single victim of the September 11th attacks. Maybe this time I have a little bit more information about it. 9/11 Memorial Healing Field, Tempe, Arizona. Yeah, you want to hear more information, actually read more information rather than what little bit I can remember about it. TempeHealingField.org. There's a lot of information about what happened. For those who absolutely don't remember, you know, maybe those that weren't alive 20 years ago. And on that note, I'm just going to start walking through it. And if I get a little weird and emotional, I'll try not to hold it against me, but there's something about walking through this and realizing every individual flag represents an individual person that really makes the 9/11 attacks seem a lot more real, and really kind of gives me a perspective of just how a massive tragedy it was, and how great the loss was, just how many people, how many just innocent American citizens were lost on that day. And as I mentioned in an earlier video, I expect a lot of people watching this probably will not see that. Each one has got a name on it. So here, memory of Deborah Merrick, World Trade Center. Deborah Merrick was killed in the September 11th attacks on the World Trade Center. There's a little QR code. There might be more information about her there. It's actually the most minimal one of those I think I've ever read. Some of these have a whole lot more information than that on them. There's no way to actually read them all. There's just too many. Thomas Anthony Palazzo, World Trade Center. I do believe that little thing at the bottom where it says World Trade Center, that indicates specifically where they were during the attack. Memory of Thomas Anthony Palazzo, 44, Ashmont, New York, World Trade Center. Thomas Palazzo coached lacrosse and golfed, skied, and skateboarded. He whisked his wife, Lisa, and 3 daughters off to Nantucket every summer. In the winter, they spent weekends on the slope of Stratton, Vermont. He worked in the offices of Cantor Fitzgerald. And yeah, 20 years to go today. His 3 daughters lost their dad. Yeah, maybe this video was a bad idea. This place kind of shakes me up. So every section of it is kind of dedicated. Kind of messes me up seeing little kids running through it, but I guess kids are going to be kids, and it's tough for a kid to even have any impact of what happened, the gravity of the situation 20 years ago. I'm sure when that kid gets older and he walks through here and realizes, and hopefully, you know, in his school history they're teaching him that, realizes what a tragedy it was. We'll walk through these flags when he's older and realize just how great the loss was. So the flags are arranged by where the victims were when the terrorist attacks occurred. Obviously, this section I was in was people that actually died in the World Trade Center towers, which is, of course, the majority of it, but there's a lot more. There's another one. Loving memory of Edwin John Graff. Rotten, Connecticut, 48. Edwin Graff had been a skilled mountain climber since college, and perhaps it was apt that he also worked high up as a vice president of Cantor Fitzgerald on the 104th floor of the World Trade Center. Naturally, friends worried about him hanging from pythons, but not sitting at the office. He had 3 children, Kristen 15, Tyler 14, Wesley 12. And those kids are all in their mid-30s now, without their dad. It's kind of random. 2 in a row I picked from the same office. Oh. Yeah, try to get my composure a little bit here. Here's the bagpipes. Let's go check that out. It's nice to see this much of a crowd here. There have been other years I've come here for this and it's been nearly empty. kind of wishing I'd walked across the other bridge. It would have given me a better view of the immensity of this. Paul James, I can't pronounce that last name. World Trade Center 22. And so yeah, New York, New York. Earned an internship. Martian, oh, my eyes are not good today. Martian McLennan, after he graduated from the State University of New York at Binghamton, the internship turned into a position as a risk consultant. Ouch. There's definitely a risk nobody who went to work that day thought they were taking. Oh yeah, it covers more than just that 1 yard. Okay, I forget what the yellow flags mean. World Trade Center is designated red. Thomas Edward Jerkins. 26. Worked near the World Trade Center, was one of 3 court officers who disappeared while helping victims of the September 11th attacks. Some of them have little bears and flags next to them, and I think these are ones that people specifically know. Flight 77. Bernard Curtis Brown. Obviously in the Flight 77 people. Memory of Charles Draws, Springfield, Virginia, 52.